I've been having this vision. Either rise or you fall. I'm on a mission, bringing my dreams to fruition. I ain't playing at all. Bring out the body bags, I'm about to kill them, deliver them to the mortician. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's for my face, back in my face. I gotta do what I gotta do. I pray to God, he never came. I'ma do me, I'ma do me. That's in my blood, I never change. That's in my blood, I never change. That's in my blood, I never change.
It is the Corona post show from the Mio Pro Portugal, presented by Rip Curl. And we had a slow start to the day. We were on hold for a little bit, but we got the action going. And you know what? Right here, it is muito frio. Frio pra caramba. It is very cold, but the action was hot out of the water. Kuiper Girl with Shannon Hughes, as well as Peter Mell, to go over this whole Corona post show. And Pete, nice ending to the day.
Was some fireworks in that last heat. You know, Italo Ferreira went out there and did exactly what he did from the last final heat, the last time he surfed here. I mean, I'm sure he's had some warm-ups, but in competition, incredible performance. You know, the inverted double grab air, felt like that was the best air I've seen in that heat for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And Shannon, on the women's side, gosh, we went through the entire opening round, and we actually had two ladies eliminated from competition because we went through the elimination round as well.
Yeah, it was a big day. Sad to see Tia Blanco and Betty Lou Johnson out of competition, but what a way to start things off, and some challenging conditions, yet we really got to see the women show their the diversity within their surfing and what they're capable of putting that board on rail.
Yeah. Well, fresh out of the water, two-time defending champ Italo Ferreira, and he's with Louisa. Let's hear what he has to say.
Title holder, coming back from 2018. What are you bringing?
Yeah, I'm so glad to be back in Portugal. I have great memories from here, and I'm so stoked to be back. I have been training a lot in the last couple of days, you know, and yeah, the last heat was super fun. I catch a lot of wave and tried to surf, and that's what I want. So just surf and have fun.
Were you a little startled about the results now? As I was listening to you talk.
It's a long journey, you know. I had like bad luck in Hawaii, and then I changed everything, you know, and start to think in positive, you know, right now. And yeah, that is a long way, and I'm ready.
You have the best score of the day. Save the best for last. So let's talk about the lady you're carrying on your back, Ana Marcela Cunha, Brazilian gold medalist. How she inspired you?
Oh yeah, she's a great woman, you know, and she had a gold medal, and she's a big example for the rest of the world, you know, and she's special, you know, and she's came from northeast Brazil, same place as me, and yeah, this is for you.
Amazing. Vamos falar português agora, soltar a língua pouco. Ítalo, acho que a gente fechou o primeiro dia com chave de ouro, o maior score do dia teu. Deu show ali com o sol. O que você está esperando? Você está apostando em você para esse evento?
Então, estou feliz de estar de volta a Portugal. Tenho boas memórias e foi boa a bateria. Eu gosto de surfar em lugares que você tem a opção de surfar, né? Não ficar só esperando e ficar marcando o outro adversário, e sim pegar onda e fazer o que eu sei fazer. Então é isso que eu estou procurando. Nos últimos dias eu realmente me dediquei bastante. Espero que Deus possa continuar me abençoando. É uma longa jornada e espero que eu chegue até o final.
É isso aí. Boa sorte, a gente te vê. That's it, guys. He was saying that he has great memories from Super Tubos, and he wants to, he wants to keep doing what he does. And the best thing about Super Tubos, he doesn't have to wait for waves. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Louisa. And hey, let's talk about it. I mean, 8.5, 7.67. Already a favorite going into this competition, but Italo Ferreira is a force to be reckoned with here, Pete.
Absolutely, and it fits his style and his approach to surfing. He loves to ride lots of waves in a heat. He even said it himself. This is how he feels comfortable. He can surf himself into rhythm, and he did that. I mean, he actually take the two scores that he had, his two high scores, throw those away, and he still wins the heat with his backup score of a third and the fourth wave. So he's on fire, and we expected that, and it's good to see because he needs it. You know, he didn't have a great Hawaii leg. And this is the event that he gets himself back into that above cut line, and also talking about that top 5 at the end of the year for another world title.
Well, a great way to start, to end day number 1. We started the day with the women, and Shannon, we had a great heat in the way of heat number 3 of the opening round for the women, where I was calling that the world champ heat right there. We had Carissa Moore as well as Stephanie Gilmore here with a total of 12 world titles in the water all at the same time.
Yeah, that was a wild matchup, especially in the opening round of competition, to see Carissa walk away with the win, but a well-fought battle between both of them, and just surfing something that was totally different. You know, they haven't had that many opportunities to surf out here at Super Tubos, but they have a little bit of history back in 2010. The two of them met up in the finals here, and Carissa got the better hand there, and she matched it again today in tough, challenging conditions, but both women putting that board on rail and showing a new one, a new face in Tia Blanco to the championship tour. Something new and an exciting heat for her to experience this CT for the first time.
Yeah, I thought that was a great heat, and we got more from both of those past winners over here. And Pete, heat number 2 in the opening round for the men, Kelly Slater against 2 really on fire rookies in the way of Sammy Pupo and Imai Kalani de Vault. Everyone anticipates the GOAT to hit the beach. Everyone sticks around for that. But he had a big challenge in the way of these 2 rookies.
And exactly what the youngsters were going to do is they're going to get out there and start it really quick. I mean, this was the very first wave of the heat. You know, Sammy Pupo put it on rail, projected down the line, showcased his speed, covered a ton of ground. And looked really good. And also Imai, you know, putting together his backside hooks. And also, at this point, they kind of started out with the foundation of staying on the face. As soon as they put some scores in, all of a sudden the air show started, and these guys went to the skies. Kelly had a sizable set wave here, and he was surfing pretty good. He was in the heat at this point. You know, I was calling this heat with Paul Evans and Joe Chappelle, and I was always, you know, nitpicking scores. And at this point, it was kind of like a close thing where I felt like Kelly could have been in the mix and closer, but all of a sudden things changed at this point.
Shannon, can you talk about Erwin, like right here?
That was unbelievable. I mean, that total rotation all the way around, swings out in front of the foam to land. Absolutely incredible, and what an exciting way to bring men's surfing back to Peniche.
Sammy Pupo's counting the points on that backhand full rotation, Pete, and he should have counted at 8.1 because that's what he got on that wave, and that was really a sign at the end of the heat. The rookies just showing that in these conditions, you know, the air game is going to come into play when you can just make those big points out of waves that really don't have much to them. Yeah,
and unfortunately, Kelly's into the elimination round, which I think is the big story of that heat. You know, he wins at Pipeline, doesn't do great at Sunset, and now is finding himself in the elimination round. And tomorrow, we probably will have similar conditions in the sense that the wind will be kind of that same direction, but probably bigger. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh, it's going to be exciting. Well, let's get into today's top 5. And moment number 5 was round 1. Heat number 1, we got it kicked it off with Courtney Conalog, and she just showed some determination and had a great combined heat total here, Shannon, of 13.46.
Yeah, she's also so hungry after that early loss out at Sunset, and I mean, look at the way that she came out firing on this. Great surfing, kept that speed up, really put the power to what this wave is asking for. There's so much power out there. And for Courtney to come out and put a solid heat together, that's scary for the rest of the field.
You know, she had a disappointing finish over at Sunset Beach, a break that I thought was going to be in her advantage. Same thing for Pipeline. It's good to see the perseverance and just the determination from Courtney Conlog. Not short on talent, and so I'm really, really happy to see that. Number 4, Pete, Jacko Baker. He's got some solid surfing, some heavy feet, and he made it count in the windy conditions.
I am a huge fan of Jackson Baker, and not only his surfing and his approach, but how he is on land. The man is just a funny, good, genuine dude, and he carries that everywhere he goes. He treats everybody the same, you know, except for these waves here at Super Tubos. He was hammering these sections. He looked great from start to finish and took a great heat win.
Number 3, Sally Fitzgibbons with some precision surfing, Shannon.
So precise. Love seeing Sally in form, walking away with what I believe was the highest heat total of the women's round with a 15.56. And she's really looking unstoppable as she's hit the ground running. And look at that sort of surfing. I mean, just finding that lip line, riding through so smooth, but that compressed precision as well.
Well, and she's coming up to against a pretty gnarly heat. You look into the round of 16, she's up against Steph Gilmore in the next round. So it's not going to get any easier. She's going to have to put on a big performance.
And number 2, let's give it up for the rookie showing some great form out here. Check it out with Molly Picklum, 15.5 two-wave total, Shannon.
Oh, absolutely incredible. And Molly's kind of the young Sally that's coming up, right? She's got that same flair, that same tenacity that Sally has. And to see her be able to step up in changing conditions like this and to be able to showcase the variety within her surfing, she had excellent power surfing in this heat, which took her through to a huge win. She also went to the air.
And number 1, defending champ, Peter Italo Ferreira put on an air show, 16.17 two-wave total for Ferreira. Bravo.
It was so cool, and he has that on the bottom of his board. You know, and we got to see it. We're probably going to see it a lot more as long as it stays in one piece. But this one is connected to his feet. I mean, this score didn't even go into his top 2. He ended up going for the full-on backflip. You know, the inverted air in this heat. This is going to be the section here, but just so entertaining. It's exactly what we demand from Italo out here, and he just delivers. And he delivers each and every time. It's amazing that he has this much of a ratio to pull these airs. Right?
That's why it's showtime. I love it. I
It's
love
showtime.
it. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Shannon. I want you all to check in tomorrow, 7:30 a.m., worldsurfleague.com to see if we continue on. Things are looking good. With that, I want to give you a big aloha from the set here, and check out today's end-of-day highlights.
Presented by Rip Curl, stop number 3 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Big hooks in the pocket for Conlog.
They're making it look good, so thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next round.
Frontside wrap using a lot of the open face for Bella Nichols. There's that bright yellow leader's jersey for Brisa.
As we see Steph now just firing away through to the inside section. Nice and quick. Chris Moore up and riding, the 5-time world champion, the Olympic gold medalist, puts 2 turns together.
Really excited to be back. I would really like Portugal.
Molly on her forehand, driving into that first turn and setting herself up for that finishing section, rides the lip line and comes out clean.
A finishing move for Fitzgibbons. Solid effort there. Drills that inside section.
Best performance of the opening round. How's the heart beating?
Yeah, the adrenaline is definitely going. There's a lot at play today.
High performance action going down in the water right now. We're going to get all the way into the elimination round and be into the men's rounds today.
Jordy Smith hitting the lineup.
Beautiful combination.
And here comes Slater. Nice looking wave. Comes around the corner here. Hooks it through the lip.
The crowd goes nuts because he is lifting off and landing perfectly with a big air free on the backhand.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.